yourselves a warm round of applause for being here this morning. Even in slightly inclement cold weather, but sunshine on the outside and sunshine on the inside. So this is a wonderful day in the history of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University, and thank you all for joining us on this most auspicious occasion. So good morning and welcome to our ribbon cutting. Over the next 2 days, people who have consistently shown their support for Alabama A&M over the years will help us celebrate two very significant milestones. Today, we're very pleased to have some members of our Board of Trustees. Would you please raise your hand and be recognized? Thank them very much for attending. Our Chairman Pro Tem, Dr. Wayne Watts, our Faculty Senate President and Faculty Representative, Trustee Dr. Jeanette Jones, Trustee John Hackett, and I saw our Student Government Association President, Trustee Jayla Green Muscati. So thank you all for coming, and today we have a special guest that this project, all right, President Emeritus, see. We have a special guest today with us. This project was his vision and his cause and plan for a period, and he worked very hard to make sure that we got started, although we didn't finish before he left. It definitely got started, and this is a wonderful, wonderful project. So please give our President Emeriti for his vision, his foresight, and resilience a warm round of applause. Dr. Andrew Hougini, Jr. Also, we are pleased to have all of our boss, and she remains our boss, Mrs. Abigail Hamilton Hougini. Please give her a round of applause. Also with us, we have cabinet members. Please raise your hand. All faculty present, please raise your hand. All staff present, please raise your hand. And of course, our students. Let me hear from our students that are present. Where are you? All right. We have many alums in the house. Let us hear you, Bulldogs. Let us hear the alums in the house. Elected officials, would you please raise your hand and be recognized? Community leaders, friends, supporters, financial partners, and Alabama A&M University's construction and project management team, would you please stand and let us recognize you? Our construction management team, please stand. Okay, Mr. Ship over here. All right, thank you. About a year and a half ago, on May 20th, 2021, many of these same individuals assisted us with breaking ground on what is now a reality. This facility was touted even then as a quality, one-stop, student-oriented facility with allowances for retail space, executive conference center space, popular restaurants, and last but not least, it will house the Office of Admissions. We all look forward to seeing the impact this facility will have on A&M's ability to attract and retain students. In addition to the heightened profile it provides for our campus community and the beauty that it adds in this corridor of Northwest Huntsville. Indeed, this structure is an attractive addition to Meridian and Chase, and it is a tribute to the adjacent Edmonton Heights neighborhood. Thank you all for continuing to support Alabama A&M as it continues to expand its role within this wonderful North Huntsville community and the best city in the nation. Thank you, and go Bulldogs.
Next, we'll hear from Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Brock Talley, and then the program will proceed as printed.
Thank you, Vice President Ali. Good morning. Good morning. I certainly share Dr. Williams' excitement as we gather here today to share yet another landmark facility on the historic campus of Alabama A&M University. For many decades, Alabama A&M's admissions staff has traveled across the world to attract the best and brightest students to the Hill. The results have been nothing short of phenomenal, impacting academics, sports, research, and university directives. While this day is a special one for us, it is a really special day for our hardworking admissions team, who will form the core occupancy of this facility. This structure will afford them the ability to offer current and prospective students the standard of excellence and professionalism for which many have become accustomed to. In addition to a 50-person meeting room space and the admissions staff, the building will eventually serve as a second location for our bookstore and boast a Chick-fil-A and a Starbucks in mid-2023. So there is every reason to be excited about this occasion, and I thank you for joining us today. Thank you, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Now I know what President Murray was pointing toward. I missed one of my bosses, and I humbly say, please forgive me. My sister in spirit and truth, please welcome another one of our trustees who's chairman of the Academic Affairs and Research Committee, Dr. Cherie Banks Pickett. Thank you.
All right, everybody, please bow your heads, please. Dear Lord, before I say anything, before I come up here today, I want just to say thank you. Thank you for allowing everybody to make it here safely today, Lord. Thank you for allowing everybody who worked on this building over the time, Lord, to work here safely with no injuries, with no permanent scars on anybody here while they're working until this time with this building that we have here today. I just want to say thank you for allowing Alabama A&M University to continue to improve over the years and continue to improve here in the future as we go on forth in our endeavors, Lord. I want to say thank you for this building that we have here today as we commence it to have it open here future, to have it not only be open here, but to open more buildings and more opportunities for Alabama A&M, Lord. Thank you for letting everybody here safe. Please bless everybody while they're in the building. Please bless them on the way out the building, Lord, and keep everybody safe in your arms. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Thank you. At this time, we'll have remarks from Alabama A&M University Board of Trustees President Pro Tem, Dr. Roderick Dwayne Watts.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Man, it's so good to see everyone here today. Being in a building like this, I'm kind of taken back because I remember when this went on the drawing board. When Dr. Hugini came and said, hey, you know, we got some things that we need to do. You know, being on the Board of Trustees has been a high point in my life. It's an honor to serve. One of the things that we have to do, we have to worry about fiscal responsibility. We have to worry about everything that's concerning the university. One of the things that we talk about is return on investment. But one thing that's not talked about enough is our student experience. That's not a way to quantitatively look at that and be able to judge that. I remember when I was going to school, computers wasn't the thing then. They were coming along. And what we had to do to get registered, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. We had class cards. And you had to go to each department. You had to get these class cards in order to get registered for that. That was not a good student experience. And as soon as I say that, everybody in the room that had experienced that was like, because we know how painful that was. Well, to have this welcome center where you can bring that experience to one location and your parents don't have to follow you around to all these buildings to get all this stuff done. That's student experience. That's a positive student experience. And so everything that we do and everything that we strive for from the Board of Trustees is, number one, how does it affect the institution? How does it affect the faculty? How does it affect the staff? And how does it affect our students? I just want you to know that we are always mindful of that. And there are some pretty active discussions on how to get there. But as I look around the room and I see all of you here celebrating with us, I really appreciate you being here, because that says a lot to us. Thank everybody for coming. Thank you, Dr. Huguini, Ms. Huguini, President Williams, Board of Trustees, for bringing this to life. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Watts. I can relate to those registration issues back in the day. But next we'll hear from Trustee John Hackett.
First of all, good morning. Good morning. We're not here today for any funeral. We're here today because the good Lord has blessed us. And most of all, one of the things he did, he blessed me to be a graduate of this great university. Class of 1965. The football team in my 4 years here lost 4 football games, total of 4. But today we're here for a special thing, because we are moving on up. To President Williams, state and local government officials that may be present, representatives of different corporations in the community, and other dignitaries, faculty, staff, students, alums, and friends of the university. As chairman of the Alabama A&M Board of Trustees Grounds and Facilities Committee, with one of the most talented young men I've met in my life, Ryan Shipp, the director of the facilities maintenance and the construction, I am delighted to welcome you here today to the opening of this Welcome Center. I remember when I came here in September 1961, there was a service station right here, owned by a black man who was also a graduate of Alabama A&M University. I don't know where he is now, but his name Judd. And if you wanted something, come by here and see him. He received his training here on the Hill. At that particular time, you can go into automotive and some other things that they had here. But this is a welcoming center. We look around and you start looking at other universities and colleges and you say, who else has a welcoming center like the one we have on the Hill? We're certain that the addition of this facility to our campus will serve as a beautiful door opening to anyone seeking information or preparing to become an Alabama A&M University graduate. We would like to thank you. When I say we are speaking of the board, thanking you for your sharing this special day, a day that will live for infamy. Thank you.
Thanks, Trustee Hackett. Representative Laura Hall and Representative Anthony Daniels were not able to be here today, and they send their warm wishes. At this time, we'll hear from Commissioner Violet Edwards.
Good morning. What a beautiful day to be here. What a beautiful event to celebrate. Congratulations on this magnificent Welcome Center. It is a wonderful addition, beautiful addition to our district, and a major milestone in the university's effort to modernize operations. This space enhances the institution's mission of being a center of excellence and fostering an environment that is conducive to nurturing our emerging scholars and our future leaders. Everything about this building says excellence. I remember being here at the groundbreaking and hearing about the retail space, hearing about the commercial industry that you're going to bring, hearing about that rocking chair that's going to have my name when y'all put it right out here. Especially since we now have a Chick-fil-A and a Starbucks, this is my new office. Congratulations on your vision. Thank you for your vision, your passion, and your leadership. And again, congratulations on this beautiful day.
Is there a representative from the mayor's office here? No. Representative from Councilman Devin Keith's office? Did you want to say a few words? Thank you. Thank you. Next, we'll hear from Ron Poteet, Head of Customer Experience at Regions Bank. Very good, Ron.
Good morning, everybody. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here this morning on the campus of Alabama A&M. Dr. Wims, Dr. Hugheni, and Mrs. Hugheni, and members of the board. Greetings from our Huntsville Market Executive, Sean Kelly. And on a personal level, our relationship at Regions with Alabama A&M University goes back a long way, over 100 years. And it's one that in my time with Regions here in Huntsville, which will draw to a close on November the 30th, I'll be retiring. And so it's especially meaningful to me that this is kind of my last official in front of the mic event on behalf of the bank, because Alabama A&M is important to Regions, to Huntsville and our community, and to me personally. And so our mission at Regions is to make life better for the communities that we serve and who grace us with their business. And so our commitment to Alabama A&M it goes back so far. You know, our bankers come to the campus. We talk to classrooms. We reach out to students, provide financial solutions, and we were happy to be able to provide some support for the location of this facility today. I know it's going to be a great experience, and customer experience. That's my role at the bank now. But the student experience, that matters. And so if you're a student or a prospective student at A&M, think about coming into this facility, looking out those windows on a campus that has really been transformed under Dr. Hugheni's leadership, continuing under Dr. Wims and the board. What great growth that this university has seen, and it mirrors the growth of our community, right? So Huntsville is a special place. For those of us who are here, we know it. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not here, think about moving to Huntsville, because we got some pretty good things going here. But I'll say this: Alabama A&M produces graduates, highly skilled individuals who are going to enter the workforce, and a lot of those young men and women stay here in Huntsville. A lot of them go other places, but workforce is important to our continued success. And I know as we continue, and Huntsville. We've grown a lot. We continue to add in and around Redstone Arsenal, all of the great additions that we've had in the community, all the scientific and technical expertise. Graduates of this university are key and essential to our ability to continue to grow. So I congratulate the university on the success. I congratulate you on the dedication of this building today. Regions is proud that we can be a small part of that, and we look forward to continued success for many years to come. Thank you for being here.
Just as the president alluded to, all of the speakers today have played a part in this building and us being here today. And Regions just spoke about the financial role that they play. And next we'll hear from Mr. Rob Van Pearsum from NOLA Van Pearsum Architects, who has a role to play in this physical structure.
And good morning. On behalf of the entire design team, we'd like to congratulate Alabama A&M to opening their newest building, but I understand it's only going to be the newest building for about 24 hours. But again, congratulations. And especially want to thank A&M for the opportunity to serve the A&M community as we have in the past, and the great relationship that we've had on this project, along with the facilities department, our friends at P2MG, and everyone who is involved in the construction of the project. We first got involved about 4.5 years ago on the project when they began thinking about it and approached us, and they had 3 things that they wanted to make sure the building included. It wanted to have a welcoming presence for the entire campus on this corner. They also wanted to make sure we paid tribute to the historic character of A&M's campus. And then also show that A&M is a progressive school, modern thinking school and university. And so you can see from the design that they ended up selecting, the building is close to the street, so that it creates that presence at the intersection and also becomes pedestrian friendly. It uses a lot of glass and modern materials such as metal wall panels to show that modern thinking, future looking forward thought process. And then the row of columns pays tribute and homage to the great historic legacy and the architectural character of campus. The columns, when the colonnade, as they appear at an entrance, is typically called a portico. And I mentioned this at the groundbreaking, that a portico, its Latin root for that word is porta, which translated means porch. So A&M has their brand new front porch, and we look forward to being able to share it with you. So congratulations again, and thank you.
So we talked about the financing from Regions and the actual drawings and the porch. So now it's important to understand the construction of this magnificent place. And so we'll have two representatives from P2MG LLC, Mr. Michael Nelson, followed by Mr. Tony Harris.
Good morning, good morning. I'd like to thank Alabama A&M for giving us the opportunity to support on a historic project. And I'm also a graduate of class of '96 in civil engineering from Alabama A&M. And Tony here, what I would like to do is introduce my staff and really thank Brian for giving us the opportunity. But our entire staff are graduates from Alabama A&M University that built the project. Could I stand up? So I just would like to say I really appreciate having the opportunity to support Alabama A&M on a groundbreaking project of this magnitude, and I really look forward to doing further work in the future.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Giving honor to our president, Dr. Williams, Ali, Dr. Hougini, Ms. Hougini, and everyone. Really think this a pleasure and an honor to be here today. About 2 years ago, when Mike came to me and asked me to be the construction manager here for this project, I jumped on that opportunity, just fast as I could, because I was currently finished a project myself, working with AMC, the Army Missile Command, as a cybersecurity analyst. But Mike came to me and asked me what I accepted, and I did, and it was, we went through a lot of withdrawals and everything, a lot of problems here or there, but it wasn't nothing perfect. But being a graduate myself from Alabama A&M University in mechanical engineering, came back here years later and got my master's in systems and material engineering with one of the greatest engineering programs in the country. And it's proud of, But I really am honored to be a part of history and everything. And I played football here and everything. And so it's been a great experience for this whole entire system, this whole entire project. Just during COVID, trying to get a lot of material in and everything, so it was pretty hard being out here every day, rain here or there, and just and so this is the finished product and everything, and just we wanted to deliver something that you can alumni, friends, and family can really be proud of and appreciate here for the future to come and everything. So we really thank everybody and everything, your vision, everyone was involved in this project and everything, and thank everyone. Appreciate it. And then go Bulldogs.
At this time, we'll hear from Ms. Jayla Green Mascotti, Executive President, Student Government Association.
Good morning. First, I would like to acknowledge our Board of Trustees, our 12th President, Dr. Daniel K. Wims, President Dr. Hougini and Ms. Hougini, and all local and state representatives, community guests, alumni, and the most wonderful faculty, staff, and students in the world. Good morning, Bulldog family. As the SGA president, I represent the more than 6,100 students who attend this great university. And I have to say that we are more than elated about what's happening at our university today. As freshmen, we were taught the story of how our founder, Dr. William Hooper Council, was able to establish this school for young African American students on the same hill where he was once sold as a slave. That story resonates with me every time I walk across our beautiful campus. I also wonder about what else could have happened on this land before our university became what it is now. But I know that Dr. Council would be proud of how his small school on a hill has expanded into an internationally recognized institution of higher learning, research, and service. And now we have a world-class welcome center to open the doors of Alabama A&M University, complete with a Chick-fil-A and a Starbucks. Me personally, I can say I'm extremely excited for that spicy deluxe meal with a high C. The Alabama A&M student body is very proud of this center, and we are sincerely grateful to all who are involved in this completion of this building. Again, to the Board of Trustees, Dr. Wims, Dr. Hugini and Ms. Hugini, guests, alumni, faculty, staff, and students, I greet you, I thank you, and welcome everyone to our brand new Alabama A&M University Welcome Center. Thank you.
Next, we will hear from Ms. Mary Jones Moore, who's president of the Alabama A&M National Alumni Association, and she'll be followed by President Jones Moore.
Dr. Wims, Dr. Andrew and Abigail Hugini, elected officials, appointed officials, family, friends, and all under the sound of my voice, good morning. It is a great day to be a Bulldog, but most importantly, it is a great day to be a child of the Almighty. Today is a great day for Alabama A&M University. It is a day that the Lord has afforded us, a day of another blessing. On behalf of the Alabama A&M University National Alumni Association and its engaged and innovative members all over the world, welcome to the ribbon cutting of our brand new Welcome Center. Would all alumni please stand at this time? Thank you. Excuse me. From preparation with lots of prayer, anticipation, the wait is over. We are here. God has truly smiled on our university in allowing the construction of this beautiful facility, which will house the Office of Admissions, Retail, and serve as the first stop for welcoming new and potential students to our great university. As alumni, we serve as stakeholders, change agents, game changers, and recruiting students to become future Bulldogs. The development of this building will serve as a recruiting tool for us as alumni to entice students and convince them that this is the place they want to be. I would like to say thank you to the contractors, the construction company, the bank, and all who made the development of this construction come into fruition. Our founder, William Hooper Council, would be proud, and I'm sure he would say of this new building, that is good, but we need more. Let's expand our horizon. This is just the beginning of more to come. As alumni, like Founder Council, we are committed to Alabama A&M University, its mission, and its future. We are important to Norma, but we are equally important to the city of Huntsville, the county of Madison, and surrounding areas. The growth of Alabama A&M University is a testimony to the growth of the city of Huntsville being recognized as the largest city in the state of Alabama. We are part of that growth, and let's make our presence known by building relationships and partnerships with the city, companies, both all local, state, and federal elected officials, so we can build more buildings and expand our horizon. Let's rise together. In closing, the alumni will continue to play an integral part in the growth of Alabama A&M University. As we say in the association, Alabama A&M University, our HBCU, our responsibility, we are strong together. Once again, welcome, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you. Let's give all of our presenters another warm round of applause. And thank you so much for being here. We do have a motto, start here and go anywhere. And I think brothers Mr. Nelson and Hairston are great examples of that. They've started here and gone everywhere and then came back here. So give them a round of applause for this great work. Now, anybody who knows me know I'm a little messy, and so sometimes I try to get people, and every chance I get, I try to get this gentleman, but the staff did not participate. They forewarned him. And so please welcome for our closing remarks the visionary for this project, the initiator of this project, and just a great gentleman and a scholar, the 11th president of Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University, and President Emerita, Dr. Andrew Hougini, Jr., for closing remarks.
Good morning. To the Board of Trustees and to President Wims, I owe you one. To all gathered here, the alumni, the students, the faculty, the staff, it is wonderful to be here, and I would be remiss if I did not recognize my lovely wife, Mrs. Abigail Hamilton Hougini. And on a personal note, if it is the will of the Almighty, we will celebrate 50 years of marriage on December the 23rd of this year. This represents a team effort. And you've heard me use the analogy team before. It says together, everyone accomplishes much more. And what is that team? The team started first with the Board of Trustees. As the president will tell you, the only thing a president can do is make recommendations. But you have to have a board that's receptive to those recommendations. And I've been blessed while I was here to have a great board, that what we brought to them, they saw the vision. They bought into that vision and supported that vision. So we thank you, members of the Board of Trustees, for being a part of that team. And then our leadership team, those on the cabinet, because buildings of this sort require planning, but they also require financing. And the university had to have its finances in order that this might take place. So that's another part of that team. And then the construction team, headed up by Mr. Shipp, to be sure that the buildings are constructed according to law, but also on time and within budget. Another part of the team is Regions Bank. Ron, we thank you and thank Regions, because the space on which this is built, this property, was donated by Regions Bank to Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University. So we thank you. And then the team that saw the vision, the architects that designed it, and he made a very important analogy of what it is that we wanted to do, because you have to have a combination of both the future as well as the past, and wanted every structure to reflect that, because you cannot have a future unless you build it upon the past. And all of these structures are resembling that particular belief as we move forward. So that was another part of the team. And no team is complete without the very best students that exist anywhere in this nation. And that's the students of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. We thank you for being a part of that team. But this is built not necessarily for the present, but it's built for the future, for those Normalites yet unborn. That this facility, as you drive down Meridian, we talked about the front porch. The front porch is the welcoming part of any home and any institution. You have one opportunity to make that great impression, that first impression one time. This facility is designed to do that. Even if the campus is not in operations, as people drive down, they'll see this facility and say to the mother or father, you know, I want to go to Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University. So we thank all of you for being a part of the team. Thank you very much for the invitation to return President Wims to be a part of this. God bless each of you. God bless Alabama A&M University, and go Bulldogs.
So thanks again, everybody, for coming out. I mean, we welcome you to the Welcome Center to be a part of the ribbon cutting ceremony, which at this time we will actually place the ribbon to be cut, and we'll ask all the trustees to come up and President Hougini and his wife to come up, and we'll cut the ribbon.